Good evening to Charlotte and friends. Now, it has filtered back from the UK that the standards of the Andes have dropped a little bit in the last couple of years.
That's an understatement. Marco from the kitchen told me they were shit.
Anyhow, we thought it was about time to revamp things a little bit, and so...
Welcome to the Charlies. I recall students at Chelsea Academy were quite vocal when it came to voicing any perceived injustice. They had some recourse for this, so there was a student council and there was a suggestion box down by the Jack Petchy. These complaints were largely ignored, and for one student that wasn't good enough. He or she launched their own dirty protest all over the toilet block by Gareth's office. Charlotte took this case on. She tracked their scent. She followed every skid mark until she brought that perpetrator to justice. I know who that perpetrator is. Maybe tonight Charlotte will tell you. So the award for the Duck-tective goes to Charlotte Harrison.
Okay, now one of the favourite bits of the Andes in the past has actually been the Lookalikes Award, and we have, as much to your pleasure, I'm sure you'll agree, found a number of lookalikes for Charlotte Harrison. However, we're going to combine this with another one of her great features, which is her hair. Now then, for those of us who got to know her quite well over a period of time, you got to know her mood just by a few subtle signs. So as you wandered down the corridor, trying to judge Charlotte's mood, you may be faced with this version of Charlotte Harrison. I'll be there for you. If she had a game face on, then this is the face that you may recognise.
We're gonna win. Don't wanna be a loser, gonna win.
However, myself and Gordy were the only ones who knew to stay away when this face met you in the morning.
Charlotte's probably most famous for her behaviour and the things that she says. So the next award is the Je suis Charlie Award.
So for instance, Charlotte was always quite good at putting her foot in it. I remember an SLT meeting, and I know Michelle will back me up on this one, where when trying to talk about motivating the staff and keeping morale high, Charlotte told the entire room that the staff must be told to keep their peckers up.
And Charlotte, of course, is really famous for her catchphrases. You know them all. She had the "No more get-ups" and the "We're all on a journey," and that one about the fruit salad and the wisdom, or something. You know what I'm talking about. My personal favourite though was, I'm not being funny, but I was never in any doubt that you were about to not be funny when you said that to me, Charlotte.
And let's face it, for those of us who were close to Charlotte, there was no greater joy than watching her in briefing draw things to a close and completely and utterly forget about Mr. Yarrow, at which point she'd go bright red and the rest of us would absolutely delight in the moment. Another thing that sets Charlotte apart from the majority of Chelsea Academy is the number of injuries that she's managed to acquire over the last 6 years. Having said that, there was that instant with Mrs. Holgate getting stuck in a hole in Hortensia Playground Garden.
Holgate?
At the very first Sport and Wellbeing faculty do, Charlotte took part in a little game of tennis and managed to rupture her entire lower leg.
We all know Charlotte likes to be on the piste. She claims she's a great skier, but it seems to me whenever she had a trip planned, some mysterious injury would show up. One time she came to school in an eye patch.
And who can remember her little finger? However, despite all these injuries, I do know personally that Charlotte can move very quickly. There was one example when Charlotte absolutely shifted out of her office and ran off towards the main building at Hortensia. On her way back, I couldn't help but ask her why. Apparently she had penned an email to Andy about the underperformance of one member of the Chelsea Academy staff. Unfortunately for Charlotte, she actually sent that to the member of staff, at which point she had to make a pretty sharp exit to go and make her apologies. Now, obviously at this stage, we couldn't possibly disclose who that email was sent to. Okay, there's just one more award to give from here in the Bahamas, and we're going to call this the Big Hero 6 Award.
There goes my hero.
For the last 6 years, Charlotte, you've been an absolute rock in our lives. You're going to be at all our weddings, in fact, over the next couple of years. Certainly from my point of view, you've been an absolutely amazing mentor, and I know I've made a friend for life. You mean one hell of a lot to me.
To me, you've always been like a combination of Mother Teresa and Margaret Thatcher. You know, motherly, supportive, but strong and racist towards Scottish people.
And so from the Bahamas, it's an absolute delight to award Charlotte Harrison the Big Hero 6 Award, because you have been our hero and many other people's hero for 6 whole years.
We love you, Harrison.
See you, everyone.